Hey, if you're standing in the aisle of your garage or workshop right now staring at a stack of shipping labels that need printing yesterday, you're probably trying to figure out whether dropping a couple $100 on the Zebra ZT411 is going to save your sanity or just become another expensive paperweight. I get it, there's nothing worse than buying a printer that can't keep up when you're trying to fulfill orders or organize inventory. The link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So here's the deal, this isn't your run-of-the-mill desktop label printer. This is a full-on industrial workhorse made by Zebra, a company that's been in the label and receipt printing game for decades. If you're printing shipping labels, asset tags, barcode labels for inventory, or even compliance tags for a warehouse, this thing is built to run all day without breaking a sweat. It's got a 4-inch print width, which is perfect for standard shipping labels and most barcode tags you'll come across. And at 300 dpi, the print quality is sharp enough that scanners won't struggle. No smudged barcodes to slow down your workflow. Now, let me be real with you. If you're only printing a handful of labels a week, like maybe 20 or 30, this printer is total overkill. You'd be better off with something like a Rollo or a Dymo label manager for home use. But if you're printing hundreds of labels daily, or you need to print on different materials like synthetic tags or polyester labels that regular desktop printers can't handle, then this is where the ZT411 actually starts to make sense. I've seen people try to use cheaper printers for industrial work and end up replacing printheads every few months. That downtime adds up fast. One thing that really stands out is the connectivity. It's got Ethernet, Bluetooth, serial, and USB, so whether you're plugging it directly into a PC, a network, or even printing from a mobile device via Bluetooth, you've got options. That Bluetooth feature is clutch if you're using a tablet or phone out on the floor and don't want to be tethered to a computer. I've used industrial printers before that only had USB, and trust me, being stuck running a cable across the shop floor is a nightmare when you're trying to move around. The print speed is listed at 14 inches per second, which is fast enough to keep up with most workflows. But here's the catch, if you're printing on thicker materials or using high-density barcodes, the speed drops a bit. That's normal for thermal printers, but it's worth noting if you're in a high-volume environment where every second counts. Also, thermal transfer printing requires a ribbon, which adds to the ongoing cost. If you're printing on basic paper labels, you can use direct thermal mode and skip the ribbon, but those labels fade in sunlight, so if you're labeling outdoor equipment or anything exposed to UV, you'll need the ribbon and a synthetic label stock. Another thing to consider is the learning curve. This isn't a plug-and-play printer like your home all-in-one. You'll need to install drivers, configure your label design software, like Bartender or Nice Label, and possibly set up network sharing if you're using it across multiple stations. If you're not tech-savvy, that setup time can be frustrating. But once it's running, it's solid. I've seen users get stuck for hours trying to get the label dimensions right in their software, so make sure you budget some time for troubleshooting. Now, who should actually buy this? If you're running a small business with growing order volume, or you manage inventory in a warehouse and need reliable, high-quality labels that won't smudge or fade, this printer is a smart long-term investment. It's also a great choice if you're printing on a variety of materials like vinyl for outdoor use or polyester for chemical resistance. The build quality is industrial grade, so it's going to last years if you take care of it. Who should skip it? If you're a hobbyist printing a few labels here and there, or you only need basic address labels, this is way more machine than you need. You'll save money and headaches with a smaller desktop model. Also, if you're not comfortable with network setup or label design software, you might want to look for something simpler or hire help for the initial setup. The real value here isn't just in the specs, it's in the reliability. When you're in the middle of a busy season and your printer jams or the printhead dies, that's lost revenue. The ZT411 is built to minimize those failures. It uses Zebra's all-metal print mechanism, which is designed to handle thousands of hours of printing without degradation. That's the kind of peace of mind that's hard to put a price on. So, if you're serious about label printing and you need something that can